Today's video is brought to you by the Cold Plunge. Use discount code DAVE150 at checkout at thecoldplunge.com. Immediately save $150 off your purchase. That's DAVE150 at thecoldplunge.com. There's also a link below this video.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome inside my cold plunge, 48 degrees. I had it as low as 41, 42, but I wanted other family members to use it, and they were a little scared by those temperatures. Anyhow, it's the process, isn't it? 16 weeks to go for me until Ironman Canada 2024. Ironman number 7 once complete. And I've been looking forward to this since mile 7 of my run. Today's run was 9.75 miles. So for the last 2.5, 3 miles, I was thinking, oh boy, it's hot outside. I need to get this cold plunge. Let's get home. The process. I was watching a video that came across the feed of Lance Armstrong talking about the process and how much he looked forward to the training and not so much race day. He's talking about the Tour de France. He says it was so much more exciting to plan the workout, to push yourself in the months leading up to the race. And actually the race was actually work, but it was so much fun and enjoyable and rewarding leading up to it. Evaluating your data, trying to find different ways to improve, saving time, saving energy, everything. And I thought about that today, the process during today's run. First couple miles, obviously just getting out there. And I was thinking about what I'm doing now is conditioning the body, preparing itself for the rigors of a marathon on the run of an Ironman. What's it going to be like? Mentally, what will it feel like? Mentally, how can I withstand the boredom of a 4.5 hour run for me? And I've heard that analogy of some of the better athletes, Olympic athletes, endurance athletes, are those who can handle the boredom, the monotony of working out every day, the monotony of sitting on the bike, swimming those laps, running those miles over and over, and not wanting to give up, or at least when you do feel like you want to give up, to continue going. And there was a quote I also heard during a podcast that talked about it's hard getting up in the morning, right? It's hard putting in the time. But it's also hard if you don't put in the time, if you don't get up early. Makes it tougher. So either way, it's going to be hard. So you can get a reward or you can regret at the end of that difficult endeavor. So today I was thinking about there's going to be a reward at the end of this hour and a half, hour and 35-minute run. The reward is going to be cooling off in the cold plunge and getting the benefits of cold water immersion on the joints, the inflammation that I just created, cooling myself down. I'm thirsty. I brought water with me, but I could have used some more, and the water gets warm. There's a reward at the end of a difficult path. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, that difficult path can have a lot of regret if you don't do what you're supposed to do. So all of this being said is understanding that this is a process of getting to the end goal, and it's going to take work, and I understand that. And today I was thinking, all right, I'm going out my route. Okay, how can I get 10 miles in? How can I go an hour and a half? What will the route be? And so I'm going down, going, okay, here is a 4-mile marker. If I went back now, it'd be 8 miles. Okay, let's go a little bit further. That little bit further requires a hill climb. All right, guess we're going up that hill. And recognizing that the harder it is in practice, the easier to be on race day or on game day or when it's time to tip off. or when the gun goes off. The harder you make it in practice, the easier it is when it's time to execute. So I did a lot of hill climbing today, a lot of slow jogs, got a couple of honks when I was going up this really steep climb, because they were saying, good job, that's tough. And I'm going, yep, this is what I'm doing now, 16 weeks out. It's not going to get much easier, but I will be conditioning myself for the race day, and that race day is going to be work. But right now is when I'm prepping the body. Right now is reaping the benefits of the fitness being gained. It's all part of the process. I'm tired. Walking out here in blue sky, beautiful today. Might not be beautiful in a week. I'm cold plunging for over 5 minutes. Even though it's not enjoyable, it's beneficial. And I know that up here. And I also will know that on race day that, God willing, that I put in the time and I'm prepared to handle what's about to happen. And that there won't be any surprises, or if there are any surprises, hopefully mentally I'll be strong enough to withstand those surprises and adapt to them. And that's what difficult things do, right? If it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. All these challenges that we face every day in training, in life, prepare us for those times when it will be difficult, and then we can be ready. Be as ready as we can be, because we put in the hard work, and the reward is on the day finishing what you started. I'm glad the cold plunge is here. I'm glad I got one. I'm glad I bought it. Got it a year and a half ago for an Ironman. I'm still using it for another Ironman. One Ironman at a time. So with about 7 minutes under my belt, underwater, I go get some food and reward for the time spent today. This is a good one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember the process. It's all about the process in everything, right? In all the practice you do. Practice in private, get rewarded in public. I love that one too. Anyhow, 7 minutes in. All right, hey, you want to get a cold plunge? I have a link below. Save $150. If you want to buy one, Dave150 is the code you use at checkout. I love it. 16 weeks. Happy training. Adios.